Hey everyone, just another Tesla guy here. Doing a test, taking the streets, testing full self driving 12.3.6, seeing how well it performs, going back to Harrison. It's 5 p.m., 5:30, 6 o'clock p.m. Rush hour traffic, so just seeing how well it performs in a parking lot here. So once I exit, I'll engage full self driving and let's see how can it navigate through the streets to full self driving. Right, making sure we're clear, and we're clear. So just going in here. All right, engaging full self driving. Again, just pressing one button here. Needs to make a left turn right here. Probably missed it. It went too fast. Okay, it's going into a that's not where we need to go. What are you doing? Not disengage. That was just super confusing. Because that's not where we need to go. That's not where we need to go. Wonder why it went into the parking lot of here. So already a disengagement. Not sure if it thinks it could cut through all of that. Cars there, but I'm handling the drive right now because it's clearly not going the right way. Making sure we're clear before I turn into here. So maybe rush hour traffic, all these cars are just confusing it way too much. Alright, just waiting for it to be clear before I proceed into the streets. That was just, I don't know, that was just instantly. So full self driving definitely need a little bit more work. I know Elon was tweeting that the week of May 13th, they can start rolling out version 12.4. And one of the biggest update with 12.4 is that there should be no more notification asking you to put your hands on the steering wheel. They're going to use a camera to monitor you. And that's super, super great. No more applying force every 2-3 minutes. Just hands-free driving like it always should be. And I know they're working on version 12.5, 12.6, which will further improve the full self driving reaction to road closure, narrow roads. So super great to see those updates coming. So I can't wait to test them out. Right, looks to be clear now. Okay, gonna re-engage full self driving. Instantly went into a parking lot because it missed the turn. Okay, a little too. Okay, I was afraid it was a little bit too close to the curb, but it didn't curb. That's good, but okay, there's a debris here. I'm just gonna disengage because there's a debris right there. Probably gonna run over it. So disengage right there. Disengage to avoid debris on the road. Alright, again, re-engaging full self-driving. 2 disengagement right there. One was it just suddenly decided to drive into a parking lot. Second was debris on the road, so disengage to avoid that. Okay, it's good that it's waiting out here at the end of the street instead of in the middle of the intersection. So good job there. I would have done the same thing. I'm gonna force. Maybe I'll just add in a spot for it to do some more turning left and right, and we'll see how it goes. So let's just add in this spot right here. Just add it. Right, so we need to make a right turn up ahead. Right here, actually. Hardware 4 using a different set of cameras compared to hardware 3, but I feel like hardware 3, after that software update to improve the white balance and the color, it looks really good to the point where I feel like hardware 3 looks better than hardware 4. Not sure if anyone else feel the same way. If you have hardware 4 and you had hardware 3 as well, let me know down in the comments how you feel about the visuals from the camera. Alright, now I need to stop here for... Okay, that car moved over to avoid the puddle on the floor. This car didn't. So that's like the more human nature to avoid potholes. I want to avoid potholes. Hopefully, eventually, full self-driving would avoid potholes as well. This car's making a right turn. Nope. It just slowed down right there and stopped. So I'm pushing on the pedal a little bit. And it moved over slightly to avoid the cone that was on the street. But yeah, it just stopped right there, waiting. I'm guessing they were waiting for those pedestrians to finish crossing before it proceeded. But it was clear, so I pushed on the pedal a little bit. It's green light. Just waiting for these cars to go first. We can go a little bit faster. So I pushed on the pedal a little bit because it was being a little cautious going over. So I pushed on the pedal for it to go. Now my foot's off the pedal. It didn't even slow down for that pedestrian that was crossing the street. Like, it knew, it's calculated, it saw that pedestrian would not have impacted the car, or it won't have hit the pedestrian, so it didn't even need to slow down. Other version, past version, it probably would have slammed on the brakes or just slow down enough to let that person pass. So good job. The pedestrian was looking at the car, making sure I went through. He wasn't waiting for me to finish. He just knew that at the speed that he was going, he would make it without me slowing down. So good job on the car for recognizing that. All right, I'm gonna edit the trip and just remove this and continue to navigate. Okay, it's making a turn here. I'm just letting the map select where it needs to go. I want to move a little bit closer to the car. It didn't wait for those pedestrians. That was surprising. I thought it would have waited for them to cross. But at that spot right there, I actually would have moved up a little bit and turned a little bit towards the turn, because there was a car behind me and I was just blocking the whole road, not letting the other car pass me. So I would have done that a little bit differently. But considering there was only 1 or 2 cars, it didn't take up too much time, but I would have just moved a little bit closer, just giving room for the person behind me to go through. But it was surprising, yeah, it was surprising that it didn't wait for those pedestrians to finish crossing. But maybe because they weren't on the street yet, so it didn't need to continue going. Right, it's a stop sign here. Oh wait, actually, so we should be clear to go. No hesitation right there. It just went for the right turn, and I wasn't even sure it was clear on the right side because I would need to move forward a little bit, but I guess Full Self Driving thought it was cleared. Let's see if we should add another stop here. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's see if I add this stop before I confuse it a little bit too much. Oh, that's too close to me. Just a minute. Sure, why not? Just add it because it has to make a left turn. So we'll see how it performs. See, when that person making a left turn, I would have went for it because it was clear. So it hesitated a little bit. Not the worst thing to happen. It's being cautious, being safe, but it's just more of a user preference. That's just kind of like the expected behavior. If there was a car behind me that was waiting to make a left turn, that would have been like the expected behavior of a human driver. They would have probably turned when that other car was turning too. Right, we're near that destination and red light is perfect. Let me edit the trip, remove that, and let's see where else. Okay, I mean, I'm okay with this trip, this route right here, lots of turns right here. So we'll stick with this and see how it performs as it drives me back to Harrison. Okay, like here, slowing down. There's plenty of room ahead of me and the other car. It doesn't need to slow down this early. There's no car behind me right now, so okay with it, but just other times I wouldn't have done that. See, going at this rate, I'm just going to push on the pedal because it just looks silly. That car's waiting to make a left turn, and here I am just crawling to the other side. So I did push on the pedal for that. So we can turn on red, so it's proceeding. Nope, it's stopping. Person behind me isn't honking at me. So I'm just going to let it sit here. Okay, I guess I'll go because I'm being honked at now. So I did push on the pedal for it to go. Consider I got honked at, and we can't turn on red, and it just didn't turn on red, so I pushed on the pedal for it to complete the turn. It's going a little bit too slow here. I am still pushing a little bit on the pedal. Need to make a left turn here. We're super clear, so there's no need to... Okay, I thought it was going to hesitate for a second, but it didn't. All right. And the suspension on the new Model 3 is definitely a big improvement compared to the older Model 3. Again, the same bumps, the same roads I take, just feels a little bit more comfortable. All right, make a right turn here. Slowing down here because there's not enough room to proceed because there was a car pressing on the other side, so good job there. I wonder if the blinking red light was confusing it, but it was a stop sign, so it knew to proceed. Okay, need to make a left turn here and then a quick right turn. Moving up. Okay, clear. It's really cautious here. Creeping forward slowly. And it's clear. It's not going, but it's clear. Oh, no, there's a car coming now. Okay, it was clear. And it didn't proceed, and it went to proceed, but then this car came. Okay. 2 lanes here. Should be on the left side because we need to make a left turn. All right, it needs to move over. I was afraid it was gonna stay on the right side and then try and merge over at the end. And let's see if we can make this turn. I'm waiting here for a little bit. Let's turn a little bit here because we're blocking this person from crossing that car right there. So I did disengage. This is just not good when there's too many cars here. Not sure if we need to reverse back a little bit because I'm in the middle of the intersection. All right, I guess, yeah, when there's way too many cars like that, in these situations, a human would be more capable of handling it versus full self-driving. So I did disengage. It should have just moved forward. Like, full self-driving probably wouldn't have done that to give room for the other car that was making a left turn, going straight, and it had to take over a little bit into my lane because there was cars hanging out in the intersection because there's just too many cars here. So it's a straight path for Harrison. I'm not going to let full self-driving take over. I mean, it's just going straight down 2 blocks. Overall, I think besides that first incident where it just randomly decided to go into a parking lot, because the rest it did a pretty good job of. Minor little things, had to press on the pedal a couple of times. Just disengage here because there's too many cars and I had to move away, give space to the car next to me. It's getting better, definitely getting better on the streets. In the past, I definitely would not have allowed full self-driving to handle these street drives when it's this much traffic here, but it's getting better. And I can't wait for the newer version to roll out. 4, 5, 6. Excited to try those. But that's it. I'm gonna go charge my car, call it a night, and catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.